Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is triangles. So before going to the chapter, just we discuss some terms which are related to our topic. So those are polygon, triangle, types of triangles, and congruent figures. And when two triangles are congruent, we have now 4 congruency rules. Those we will discuss now. Okay. First we will discuss about polygon. What is a polygon, children? What is meant by polygon? It is a simple closed figure bounded by line segments. So what is a polygon? Polygon is a simple closed figure bounded by line segments. See, for closing any figure, how many minimum line segments are required? Can we close by using 2? Is it possible? No. So minimum 3 line segments are required to close any figure. See. See, these are all different types of polygons. Here, this is a polygon with the 3 line segments. This is also a polygon with 4 line segments. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line segments. Here, the line segments we call them as sides of the polygon. Okay. Here, this is a polygon with the 3 sides. 3 line segment means 3 sides. Line segments we call them as sides of the polygon. So this is a polygon with 3 sides. What it is called? It is called a triangle. A polygon with 3 sides is called a triangle. Here, a polygon with 4 sides. Here 4 line segments means 4 sides. What it is called? A polygon with 4 sides, it is called a quadrilateral. Now here see how many sides are there in this polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is called a pentagon. Okay, according to number of sides, we will give the name of that polygon. So now our chapter is about this triangle. What is meant by a triangle, children? A polygon with 3 sides. It is called a triangle. Okay. Now, see. Here in this triangle, here we will give the name of this triangle. This ABC. Here this is one side, AB. Here how many line segments are there? AB is one line segment, AC is another, and BC is also a line segments. Line segments we call it as sides of the polygon. Okay. Here AB is AB, AC, BC. All these are the sides of the triangle. See, AB line segment, BC line segment and AC are the sides. How many sides are there in a triangle? 3 sides. Now see, these points A, B, C, what they are called? The points A, B, C are called vertices of points. A, B, C are the vertices of the triangle. They are called vertices. Okay, vertices of the triangle. The points ABC are called vertices. Now if you observe, see here at each vertex, see here at each vertex one angle is forming. Here, see the angle is forming. Here also at C point. See here this is combination of these two. There what it is called? An angle. See here one angle, here is also one angle. How many angles are forming? 3 angles. What are those? Here how to give this name of this angle? Angle BAC. See children, angle BAC. Simply we can say angle A also. Okay, and here at point B we are giving the name of this angle means here this can be written as angle CBA and also we can written as ABC children. See, by using 3 vertices we are denoting the name of that angle. Where we are saying the angle, see here at B we are saying the angle means this B vertex we have to put in the middle of, and other 2 vertices we will keep either side of that this B angle. Okay, simply we can say it is angle B. And how to denote this angle C children? We can write angle ACB or angle BCA. See, this at C we are saying means C, that vertex we have to put in the middle, and other 2 vertices we can write any side of that vertex. And simply we can write angle C children. So how many angles are there in a triangle? 3. How many sides are there in a triangle? 3. So total 3 sides and 3 angles we have for any triangle. Now we will discuss about these types of triangles. Now triangle classified into 2 types children, according to sides and according to angles. First we will see according to sides what are the different triangles we have. Okay. See, now we are saying about according to sides what are the different types of triangles we have. Sides. See, we compare the sides. Now, a triangle in which, see, suppose you take ABC is a triangle in which all 3 sides are in equal length. See, here AB side length, AC side length and BC side length. If all these 3 lengths are equal, then it is called equilateral triangle. What it is called children? Equilateral. See, for writing triangle so many times, just you write this triangle symbol, put LE on that. Then we can write it as triangle. Equilateral triangle. When the triangle is called equilateral, if all 3 sides are in equal length, then it is called equilateral triangle. Next, a triangle in which any 2 sides are in equal length. Any 2 sides. Suppose if I take AB and AC are equal in length. Okay, then it is called isosceles triangle. What about the third side? This is unequal length. This BC is called base of the triangle. Base of the triangle. And what this triangle is called? Isosceles triangle children. What is meant by isosceles triangle? Any triangle in which any 2 sides are equal. That unequal side is called base of the triangle. Okay children? So a triangle in which any 2 sides are equal in length. That is called isosceles triangle. Next, a triangle in which no 2 sides are equal in length. See, no 2 sides are equal in length means all sides having different lengths. Suppose if you take AB is 2 centimeters, AC is 3 and BC is 4. See, all lengths are different. Such type of triangle we call it as scale-in triangle. What it is called children? Scale-in triangle. Okay, here all sides are different lengths. They have different lengths. So, these are all according to sides of a triangle. So, according to sides, how many types of triangles we have? Equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scale-in triangle. These are the 3 types of triangles we have according to sides. Now, according to angles. See, here according to angles means, first we will discuss about the angles. Some angles we have to use. Here acute angle means what children? What is meant by acute angle? An angle whose measure is greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. An angle whose measure is more than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. Means more than 0 means 1 so on up to 89 degrees. These are all between all these from 0 to 9. All these between angles are called acute angles. Okay. And if it is exactly equal to 90 degrees means what it is called? Right angle. Any angle whose measure is exactly 90 degrees, it is called a right angle. Okay, it is called a right angle. And an angle whose measure is above 90 degrees and below 180 degrees. More than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. What it is called then? What it is, that angle is called? Obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle. What it is called, children? Obtuse angle. Now see our types of triangles. A triangle in which all three angles are acute. If, see, here all angles are acute. All angles are acute means here all these angles. The angles are there now, all three angles are acute. Acute means what? More than 0 degrees, less than 90 degrees. If the angles are like that, then it is called acute angle triangle. What this angle is called? This triangle is called acute angle triangle. Acute angle triangle. Okay, children? All angles are acute. Now, a triangle in which one angle is 90. See, here this marking indicates 90 degrees. A triangle in which one angle is 90 degrees, then it is called right angle triangle. What it is called? Right angle triangle. What about the other two angles? If one angle is 90 means the other two angles are acute angles. See, can we take in a triangle two angles are 90? Is it possible, children? No, because the sum of three angles in a triangle is how much? 180 degrees only. So we cannot take more than one angle is 90. If in a triangle one angle is 90 degrees, the other two angles must be acute angles. Then only the triangle is possible. Okay. So it is called right angle triangle, children. And the next one is a triangle in which, see, a triangle in which one angle is obtuse. Obtuse means more than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees. Okay. If one angle is like that, see, here this angle B is obtuse angle. Then it is called a obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle. One angle is obtuse. Then what about the other two angles? They are also acute angles here also. Can we take two obtuse in a one triangle? No. Because the sum of three angles must be equal to 180 degrees. According to that angle sum property, we cannot take it as two angles are obtuse. Is it clear, children? So according to angles, how many types of triangles we have? Acute angle triangle, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. These are the types of triangles we have according to sides and according to angles. Okay. Now we will recall about congruent figures. When two figures are said to be congruent figures. When we have to say, if two figures having same shape and same size. If two figures having same size and same shape, then the figures are called congruent figures. Give an example. Yes. See, if I take two 5 rupees coins of same year manufacturing, can we say they are congruent coins? Yes, because they have same shape and size is also same. Then we can say they are congruent coins. When we can say two line segments are congruent, children? See, AB and CD, if you take two line segments, are they in same shape? Yes. When we can say congruent, if the size is also same. When the size is same means the length is same. If it is AB length is 2 centimeters, CD is also 2 centimeters, then the line segments are congruent. AB and CD are congruent. When two line segments are congruent, children, if they have the same length. Now we will see when two circles are congruent. See, circles both are in same shape. When we can say size is also same, when they have the same radius. See, here if I take this 2 centimeters radius, here it is also 2 centimeters radius, then the circles are called congruent circles. If when two circles are congruent, children, when circles having same radius. Okay. Similarly, when two triangles are congruent, children, when two triangles are congruent, we have how many congruency rules we have? How many congruency rules we have? 4. So, congruency conditions, or we can also say congruency criteria. Criteria means nothing but conditions. What are those conditions to make the triangles are congruent? See, first one is side congruency rule. Simply we can say SSS congruency rule. And second one is side angle side congruency rule. Simply we can say SAS. And third one, angle side angle. Okay, congruency rule. Simply ASA congruency rule. And fourth one is right angle, hypotenuse and side congruency rule. And simply RHS congruency rule you can see. See, by taking any one of the rule, we can make the triangles are congruent. So first we will see what is side congruency rule. SSS congruency. Okay, SSS congruency rule. Two triangles are congruent if, see, take two triangles, ABC and DEF. See, these two triangles, if I say congruent, if three sides of one triangle are equal to corresponding three sides of another triangle. See, this AB, if I take this DE is corresponding side, these two are equal, and these two are corresponding sides, and these two are corresponding sides. If they are equal, like that, three sides of one triangle are equal to corresponding three sides of another triangle, then these two triangles are congruent by this SSS congruency rule. It means if AB length is 2, here this is DE length is also 2 centimeters, this is 3, and this one 4 centimeters, this is also 4 centimeters. If it is like that, then this according to this SSS congruency rule, we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay, children. Now, what is SAS congruency rule? What is SAS congruency rule? Two triangles are congruent. See, if I take ABC by using this rule, DEF. See, two sides and included in the angle of these two sides. Included angle means what? See, here this is AB one side, BC is another side. For these two sides, this is the common angle, na? This B. This is called included of these two sides. For these two sides, can we say it is included? No. So, here this is the included angle of these two sides. Here, two sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to corresponding two sides and included angle of another triangle. If they are equal, then these two triangles are congruent by using this SAS congruency rule. See, here if I take this is AB is 2, means DE is also 2, this BC length it is 4 centimeters. This is also 4 centimeters. And if it is 60 degrees, this is also 60 degrees like this. See, two sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to corresponding two sides and included angle of them are equal. Then this, by using this SAS congruency rule, we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay children, are you following? Next, what is the next rule? ASA congruency rule. What is a ASA congruency rule? See, if I take two triangles, when we can say these two triangles are congruent by using this congruency rule. See, here two angles and including side of them. See, if I take these two angles, which side is including of it? See, these two angles including side is this one. In a triangle, if two angles and including side of them are equal to corresponding two angles and including side of this are equal. See, then these two triangles are congruent by using this ASA congruency rule. Two angles and including side of it are equal to corresponding two angles and including side of them are equal. Then these two triangles are congruent by using ASA congruency rule. Okay. Now the last, what is the last congruency rule children? RHS congruency rule. R means what? Right angle. So we take two right angles. Two right angle triangles. In two right angle triangles, see children. ABC and DEF are two right angle triangles. Okay. Two right angle triangles. If hypotenuse, what is meant by hypotenuse children? The side which is opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse. The hypotenuse and side. See, other than this hypotenuse, how many sides are there? Two sides. One side of the triangle. In two right angle triangles, hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are equal to, respectively equal to hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle are equal. Then these two triangles are congruent by using this RHS congruency rule. In two right angle triangles, hypotenuse and one side of triangle are respectively equal to hypotenuse and side of the other triangle. Then equal by using this RHS congruency rule, these two triangles are congruent. Is it clear children? So what are the four congruency rule we have? SSS congruency rule, SAS congruency rule, ASA congruency rule and RHS congruency rule. By using any one of these congruency rule, we can make the triangles are congruent. So on this congruency rule, we solve the different questions in the next module. I hope all you understood this module. Thank you very much.